Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios a price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on daily time frame, we've had this downtrend again coming down quite fast. At this moment, we have two overall higher time frame ideas of something like this, three waves of some sorts. One idea is that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A, 3 OS into B, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't prefer this just because we have this very weird and ugly looking 5-way structure into wave A, so that's the sole reason why I don't prefer this. What I like more is discount, in which we have an ABC instead here, and that brings us to a wave W, so overall WXY. Within wave Y we would have this as an ABC into W, WXY into X, and then again A, B, and C down to the wave Y. Again, according to original Elliott Wave book, we can't have a complex correction within a complex correction, meaning that we can't have this W, X, and Y within this larger minor yellow count. But again, this looks better as such, so I'm using it like so. If we are instead having this as a 5-way move, something like this, then we could be already completing the count down here at these 17.6k lows. So that has to be kept in mind. That's why I have the bullish cases in my scenarios as well. Let's zoom in a bit and talk about this last possible wave structure. So overall, we were talking about before that we had a 1, 2, 3, possible 4, and 5 coming down. Now the wave 4 is still possible, however it is still way more unlikely than the other scenario that I'm about to show you. In this one we did get and tagged out 0.382, which we would expect for the wave 4 to do so. However, there was also a daily at the same level from the 15th of June, so definitely some confluence around this area and why it stopped here. It could be just coincidence that we had that stop here at the 38.2 as well, for this being a retracement of this move. So yeah, keep that in mind. I'm still not liking this too much. So this is the main, in which we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, ending the structure down here at 19th of June. From there we could have some kind of structure like so, and yeah, higher time frame structure that, or higher time frame degree and target that I have been talking about for quite some time, basically I think from these lows here, was again this 23.3k ish area, which is again the 23.8 or 38.2 retracements of this whole A move here, again, which I keep as a minimum target for 3-way moves. So yeah, that is getting closer and closer. Now what we had here on the smaller time frame, we had this triangle possibility. We were talking about this, why this was not very likely, as we had higher RSI readings here, and we did not have basically topping it out here on the trend lines, and that was basically the reason I did not like this. The down trend line was fine, upper trend line was not. It was more like a channel, so yeah, it did not really look like a triangle, and definitely did not play like a triangle. Now this is invalidated as we did take out these highs here. Now let's take a look at the structures that I am still playing around with, which is this one. In here we have overall a wave 1, wave 2, and now 3, or A, B, and C. Again, 5 waves in the first leg, meaning that we are bullish, a zigzag or a impulse wave count. After creating this low here around the 30th of June, we had a 1, A, B, C into wave 2. The C wave was 0.618 of the A wave, which is the minimum that we want to see. And then we have had this as a 1, 2. Now Yesterday I was still expecting this to roll over, something like this. It did not happen. We had this very ugly, I guess, contracting leading diagonal. I was still looking for this as some kind of complex correction, getting higher, possibly doing something in this. But again, turned out to be a diagonal instead. I measured this and it is still possible to have this. It is something like this. A bit ugly, but it still works. So yeah, nothing more to that. My expectations were not right, but that is something that happens sometimes. I was still expecting higher targets after we would have made this low, but I did miss this initial pump here. But yeah, that brings us to another 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a third of this minuscule count. Wave 4 is here, right where we are at again. Overall 1, 2, 3 would be here. So we did go beyond the 1.618 for the third wave, which is expected. Now what we have to know or realize is that we did not have any extensions here on the third wave, which is something that we could be expecting now on the fifth wave after we have created this fall. Now wave 4s generally go back to the previous wave 4 area, which is labeled here, and the 38.2 is one of the major targets here as well. The minimum we would want to see for the wave 4 to go or retrace to is this 23.6% retracement, and we have already done that. Now we have already done as well this three-way structure here. Let's actually measure that. I don't think we have gone to the 1-to-1 extension yet, but of course we don't need to do that. The 1-to-1 would be right below on the very lower part of this previous wave 4. So again, it is really important that we keep this low intact, or these lows that we have here intact, as we did not have very much structure in here. 0.5 retracement is again this structure over here and around 21.2k. At that point, if the price gets below this 38.2, we have to be starting to question if this is indeed the right count. But for now, this looks very good still. Overall, again, the fifth wave was expected to get some kind of extension, so minimum that we want to see is 23.5k ish. Another target is the 1-to-1 extension of this third, 0 to 3, then pivoted from this fourth higher. Of course, we need to adjust this once we are actually getting the wave 4 completed and confirm that we are actually getting that wave 5. At the moment, I'm pivoting it just from the 38.2 retracements here. But yeah, that is my initial target, the minimum target basically. This would also bring us only to the third of this micro count, in which we have this as a 1, 2, and then this would be the third. Again, depending on how high we go, whether it's going to be the 1.618 or some kind of extension here at 2.618, we'll see how far this goes. But again, then we would be looking for fourth and fifth. Just to remind, this is the bullish count, in which again we have this whole thing as an ABC, and then we would have C wave completed wherever we have this micro fifth done, or that would be the third of C, or third basically of this whole wave structure. I'm still preferring the C wave, but again, depending on how high it goes, if we go higher than this 2.236 here at 27.8k, then I would be thinking that we could have, it would be more likely to have this as a 1, 2, 3 instead of the C wave. But yeah, that is basically it. The bearish case is of course less bullish, in which we have this as a W, X and Y. In wave Y we would have 3 waves, and so that is the reason we have this as an A, B instead of the 1, 2, and then we would be looking for C wave to go higher, and this would indeed be a zigzag again. So zigzag C always has that 5-wave structure. At this point, we wouldn't really want to see it go beyond the 2.236 extension of the A wave for this C wave. So if this goes or breaks, then we would more likely turn to that bullish scenario, at least the A, B, and C count of it. Now, same area here, wave 4, different degrees here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the third. Again, we had that highest high on RSI here, so fits really well here as the third. So according to this, we would only be looking for one more low here on wave 4 and then looking for that wave 5. Again, same idea that we had no extensions here on the wave 3, so we could be expecting some kind of extension here on wave 5. The 0.618 and 1-to-1 are the targets. Both are lining up kind of well with the higher time frame targets that we have. Wave Y has the 1.236 target at 23.7k. Let's add the 1.618 here as well. If again it goes beyond this, is something else most likely. But yeah, the B wave retracement on higher time frame, which is again, this is the A wave. So this whole structure A, B, and then continuation for the C wave. We'll see how low it goes, but again, we need to start to get the pivot first. But yeah, everything is going according to this higher time frame plan very well. We'll see how it turns out. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and please let me know what asset should I cover next. For now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.